in. It's 2 o'clock and we're talking about running things. So on week number 36, we're moving right along. Week number 36. And you know what? I wore my Running Things t-shirt today to let you know that these are available for sale. I know Black Friday is coming up soon and I'm going to have some kind of sale on them. And I also have hoodies. So the bling t-shirts are $30 and then the bling hoodies are $45. And for Black Friday, I think I'm going to offer a $5 discount and no free shipping. So if you want to get one, inbox me directly. Right now, I don't have them on my website, but they will be coming to my website soon. So you can inbox me or put it in the information on my website that you're interested in getting a Running Things t-shirt. I have men's t-shirt and I also have women's t-shirt. I have men's hoodies and I also have female hoodies. We go from sizes small to sizes 5X. So if you want a t-shirt, I'll make sure to put a picture on my page of the men so you guys can see that it says the Running Things, but it's in just regular vinyl. It doesn't have the bling. So if you want to get your bling Running Things t-shirt, hit me up, and then I'll hook you up. Hit me up and I'll hook you up. How about that? But today we're on week, that was my little commercial break. Back to your regular viewing episode, your regular viewing broadcast. So, week number 36. In week number 36, when I was going through this, I wasn't going to put it in the book, and then I kept on going back and forth. Should I put it in the book? Should I not put it in the book? And at the time when I was writing this devotional journal, I was working at Ulta Beauty. And working at Ulta Beauty, it was a lot of young girls that was comparing themselves to other people. So I thought it was a good thing to put in there because not just young people do it. I find some older people kind of compare themselves to other people as well. So today's topic, week number 36, talks about the downside of comparison. Why am I talking about the downside of comparison? Because there is no upside. There's no upside to comparison because you cannot compare yourself to anybody else. I know that scientifically they said that you are the only person, nobody in the whole wide world or the universe has your fingerprint. So since nobody in the whole wide world has your fingerprint, you can't compare yourself to anybody else because everybody is different. So in knowing that, say nobody has my fingerprint, put it in there, put it in the chat, put it in the chat. Please like and share, please like and share. We're on week number 36, the downside of comparison. I am Teresa S. McCurry, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires, and I'm also the Senior Pastor at New Beginnings Ministries. And I come on here every Thursday to give you 15 minutes of inspiration. I just want to inspire you for 15 minutes. And I want to inspire you so much, I created a devotional journal to help you with the process. And ideally, I want to inspire business people, ministry leaders, and community leaders to be inspired. And in this book, we're on week number 36. Gave you the background story of why I put downsides of comparison in the book. Now let's jump into it. Learning to compete with yourself instead of others. Learn to compete with yourself. I am competing with an audience of one, and that audience that I'm competing with is me. I want to help me be the best that I can be. I want to help me accomplish my goals. I want to help me to be a better version of myself. I don't know if you ever heard this. So they have this thing when you're studying leadership. It's called the real version of you and the ideal version of you. So there's the real version of yourself, then there's this big space and gap, and there's the ideal version of yourself. So when you look at the real version of yourself and you get real with yourself, and then you think about the ideal person of yourself, who is it that you would really like to be, and then you want to fill in that gap. So figure out what that gap is and start taking the necessary steps so you can be the ideal person. And guess what? In my 53 years of living, I found out once I get to that ideal person, then there's another gap because I still want to grow and even be better still. So in that, it's a constant learning. It's a constant growing. So there's no need for me to compete with anybody but myself. So don't compare yourself with other people's lives. And I'm going to call it highlight reel, right? It's a highlight reel. So if you're watching people on social media, if you're watching people on Facebook, if you're looking at them on Instagram and TikTok, and even in real life, when you see me come and do this live, I have lashes on, I have makeup on, and I have on lipstick. And I know that I am talking to you live, so I want to present myself in a certain way. So that's a reel. That's a highlight reel. So then when the camera goes off and I'm doing something else, then that's how I'm just functioning through day to day. So if you're competing or trying to be like something that's a highlight reel, you don't even know the background and all the things that go into getting to where it is that you want to be. So there is a downside to comparison. And then to help you not to compare, be grateful for who you are. And not just grateful for who you are, but be grateful for where you are. Because there's always a million people that wish that they could be you. I don't care what you got going on. If you live in the United States of America, it's 50 million people in India wishing that they can be you. If you live in the United States of America, it's 100,000 people in Mexico wishing that they could be you. So the downsides to comparison is you don't really have the opportunity to embrace your life and the fullness there is, or the fullness thereof, because you are comparing yourself to somebody else. And it just doesn't work. You know what? In the Bible, it talks about, I think it was in Philippians 4:11, when Paul says, I speak now and I've learned to be content in whatever situation and circumstances that I am in. So when it comes to comparison, if you can learn to be content wherever you are, content doesn't mean I'm happy. Content doesn't mean I enjoy it. Content doesn't mean that this is where I really want to be. It means that while I'm here in this situation, I'm going to make the most of it. I am going to make the best of this situation. Why? Because I'm here. So, and then until I change this situation, until my better comes along, I'm just going to make the most of it. And then focus on your strengths and celebrate other people's strengths. We all have weaknesses. That doesn't mean that we negate them. I talked about that 2 weeks ago on the live, talking about focusing on your strengths and with negative people and stuff like that. But we all have strengths. So I want to focus on my strengths, and I want to accentuate. I want to put my strengths out there. And then I want to work on areas that need improvement. I don't even want to call them weaknesses. I want to call them areas that need improvement. And if you be truthful to yourself, and everybody on this line, we all have areas that we need to improve upon. So in knowing that, recognize those areas. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't really have no areas that I need to improve on, I think I'm good. Ask your best friend. Ask your family members. Ask your siblings. And in love, ask them to point those out to you, because we all have them. The question is, do I want to work on them? Do I want to be better in those areas that need improvement? So that's something that you have to be truthful with yourself and ask. So I know, like I said before, I was toying back and forth if I was going to put the downside to comparison in the book, but I thought it was necessary. I thought it was needed. I think that in business, because you look at other business people and you be like, wow, they doing this, they doing that. I don't know why I'm not there. It's not your time yet. Prepare yourself so you can get prepared and be ready for that level of business. Wow, I'm looking at other people in ministry and they always on flyers and they going around talking and they going around speaking and they doing workshops and seminars. I want to be doing workshops and seminars. Wait your turn. Your time will come. Prepare yourself. So if 10 people called you to be on a workshop or a seminar, are you prepared? Do you have the information so you can be called on and you can be successful when you do it? So just know that the downside to comparison is that we don't want to compare ourselves to others. It's just not necessary. You are a winner in your own right. According to the scriptures, it says, I thank and give thanks to praise to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are the works of you, and my soul is well. So the Bible talks about in Psalms 139 that God fearfully and wonderfully made you. And there's no need for you to compare yourself with anybody else, because there's no comparison. Nobody has your fingerprint. Nobody has your fingerprint. And guess what? Nobody has your fingerprint. So since nobody has your fingerprint, there's no need for you to compare with them. or want to be like somebody, or to be envious of somebody, or to be jealous of somebody. There's no need. So comparison is a downside. So we don't want to focus on those downsides. We want to focus on the positive things that we can do. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? So hopefully you guys got something from this, and I want to inspire you not to compare yourself to others. I want to inspire you to be the best you that you can possibly be. I want to inspire you to be positive. I want to inspire you to know that God made you. He made you with your personality. He made you with your desires. He made you with your taste and everything, and He want to use you just the way you are. He don't want you to dummy down to be like somebody else or to fit in a mold. Don't fit in a mold, because if He wanted us to be robots, He would have made us robots. He could have did that, right? So your flavor, your personality, your vibe, whoever you are, that's who you're supposed to be. And embrace it and cultivate it and shine in your area. Amen. So thank you guys for tuning in. Quick overview, because I know our time is almost up. One, learn to compete with yourself. You are in competition with you, nobody else. You're not in competition with others. Don't compare yourself with people highlight reels, because like I said, when you see little sound bites or something, that's not the whole story. So don't compare yourself. That you work on being the best you that you can be. I mentioned practice gratitude. We talked about that 2 weeks ago, and creating a gratitude journal, writing about things that you're thankful for, and that'll help you not compare. We talked about Philippians, where Paul said, I've learned to be content in every area that I'm in. Now, being content doesn't mean don't desire more. Being content doesn't mean don't prepare yourself for the next. Being content means I'm enjoying where I'm at on the way to where I'm going. Put that in the chat. I am enjoying where I'm at on the way to where I'm going. So, when you're on your way, and I don't know if y'all ever went anywhere with some kids, but if kids is in the car, they keep on saying, are we there yet? Are we there yet? How much longer? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Just enjoy the ride. Look out the window. Enjoy the view. When we get there, we're going to get out the car. So long as we in the car, we ain't there yet. So that's how it is in life. It's like enjoy where you are on the way to where you're going. And you will enjoy life so much better, because you'll miss where you are, focusing on where you want to be. So in that, don't compare to anybody else. You have life lessons that you need to learn. You have things that you have to go through, and that's just for you. And lastly, but not least, focus on your strengths. Focus on the things that you do well. Cultivate the things that you will do well. There is area in your life that will need improvement, but I want you to focus on all the things that you do well. All right? So hopefully you guys learned something today. Today was week number 36. Downside of comparison. And the downside is there's no need to compare, because nobody has what? Your fingerprint. Nobody has your fingerprint. So this is the book, Running Things, The Resilient Spirit of an Entrepreneur. This is the t-shirt that is for sale. The ladies blinged out t-shirt is $30. The men's vinyl t-shirt is $25. The hoodies are $45 across the board, whether you get a men's hoodie or a female's hoodie. We are having our Black Friday sale. So the Black Friday is $5 off and free shipping and handling. So if you inbox me, if you email me, if you go on the website and just put it in the, send me a notification that you're interested, I'll send you an invoice, and then you can get your t-shirt. The hoodies are so cozy and warm, and the t-shirts are true to size. So whatever your size is, they're true to size. And today, week number 36, the downside of comparison. I am Teresa McCurry, the CEI. Oh, the CIO, not the CEO. I could be the CEO, but I like to inspire. Okay, so I'm the CIO of Super T Inspires, and I'm also the senior pastor of New Beginnings Ministries. I thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back next Thursday at 2 o'clock with 15 minutes of inspiration. Be blessed, but most of all, be inspired. Bye-bye.